Guys, Looter for Life here, bringing us a brand new video, and today we are talking about the new cards revealed from Toon Chaos. This is really cool. I'm happy I waited a day because one more card got revealed, the last Toon card. God, this is just really awesome overall. Is it bad that, like, even though these cards are great, I'm like not hyped at all because I know the good stuff is gonna be short printed. As far as I have heard, there is no reprint of Toon Kingdom in here, which means that card is going to become expensive yet again, thanks to buyouts. And I don't know, it's just really hard for me to get hyped for stuff. If I remember right, yeah, the reprints. Oh, come on! Like, they had this nice little infographic before that like was just like, oh, hey, this is everything that's being reprinted. I think it's actually, now that I think about it, it's down here. Yeah. Come on. Okay. God dang it. It is, here it is. Here's all of the reprints. And yeah, no Toon Kingdom. They gave us like the 50th reprint of Toon World, but no Toon Kingdom. So I want to get hyped. I really do. But at the same time, with Konami's track record, I just can't. That being said, let's go ahead and talk about these awesome new cards that I'm only going to be able to play with online. So, first and foremost, the Chaos Creator. He's a level 8, 2300 attack, 3000 defense, Dark Thunder monster. Already went over a stat line. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must first be spell summoned from your hand by banishing one light and one dark from your graveyard. If you control this card that was spell summoned from the hand, you can target 3 banished monsters with different names, special summon one of them, then place the rest on the bottom of the deck in any order. You can only use this effect of the Chaos Creator once per turn. So this is a really nice evolution on the past Creator cards. There have been 2 others, just the plain Creator and the Dark Creator. Both of them also had like special summoning revival effects and stuff. It's always been really interesting to see how Konami's been like messing around with that with this series of cards and how they're all focused on special summoning other things. Now this is a pretty good card overall. His effective special summon himself is not a once per turn, so you can plop 2 of these guys on the board. But however, the second effect to, well, be able to just summon any dude that's banished and then shuffle the other 2 onto the bottom of the deck. That is a hard once per turn, but that doesn't stop you from summoning 2 of them, using one effect to bring out another dude, and then overlaying into Titanic Galaxy. So that is a thing that you can do, and it's pretty nice. It does require a bit of setup, but it's not that hard to do in a Chaos deck. Next up, I'm going to talk about the Chaos cards first, and then we'll go back looking at the tunes. So next up we got Chaos Valkyrie, Valkyria, which is a really cool retake on a really popular normal monster from forever ago. Forgot her name exactly, but it was like a Valkyria monster. I think that was like her name or something like that. Anyways, so she's a level 4 light fairy effect monster. 1800 attack, 1050 defense. Gotta love it whenever we get a 50 number anywhere. She cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned by a card effect. You can banish one light or dark monster from your graveyard. Special summon this card from your hand. If this card is banished, you can send one light or dark monster from your deck to the graveyard, but for the rest of this turn, you cannot activate cards or the effects of cards with the same name as that card. You can only use each effect of Chaos Valkyria once per turn. This is a really good card overall. I don't think it's the greatest thing in the world because, well, you can't use the monster effect that you send, and she can't be normal summoned. So, while yes, generally speaking, you do want to, special summon her off of her own effect or off of another card effect, it's not always going to be optimal. Sometimes you'll just want to normal summon her or something, but you can't. I really wish you could have the option to, but oh well. Pretty good card overall, though, just for graveyard setup and all that fun stuff. Does suck that you can't use this card's name's effects, whenever the one that you send. Next up, we got Chaos Daedalus. He's a level 7 Dark Sea Serpent effect monster. 2600 attack, 1500 defense. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must first be spell summoned from your hand by banishing one light and one dark monster from your graveyard. While a field spell is face up on the field, your opponent cannot target light or dark monsters that you control with card effects. you can target once per turn. I hate it how the OCG puts the. You can only use this, once per turn, you can target face-up cards on the field up to the number of face-up field spells on the field. Banish them. You can only use this effect of Chaos Daedalus once per turn. So that is a hard once per turn on that as well. But however, the fact that this thing gives you other Chaos monsters and heck your Chaos guys in general, I think he includes himself. Yeah, he includes himself. The fact that he protects everybody is really, really nice as well. I love his design too. This is probably my favorite iteration of Daedalus in terms of design and everything. So that's pretty cool. And then also the fact that you can just banish cards on the field up to the number of face-up field spells. That is great. Now, I've seen some people be like, oh, where's the field spell thing coming from? Well, if we go back and look at the reprints, there's a field spell called Chaos Zone that Konami tried to push real hard back in the day with the Chaos Dragon structure deck. Nobody played it, except for a few fringe builds, because while it's not a bad field spell, it's not optimal for the most part. I still think that's the case now, but with field spells being more and more relevant than they ever have before, if you're more than likely your opponent's going to have a field spell out, so you'll be able to make use of that and get rid of a monster. So that is something interesting to consider as well. But yeah, Chaos Zone, I don't know if anybody's going to mess around with it. Personally, I want to because I'm just a goof like that. So pretty good card overall, though. Moving on, we got Chaos Space. This was actually the first card I saw from the set, and this is a way to start. It's a normal spell. Send one light or dark monster from your hand to the graveyard. Add a light or dark monster that cannot be normal summoned or set from your deck to your hand, with a level from 4 to 8 and a different attribute than the monster that you sent. So you can discard a light, add a dark, discard a dark, add a light. And it can be anybody from 4 to 8. So you can add the Valkyria Witch that we just looked at, or you can add, I think the mini Chaos Dragons can't be normal summoned or set, so you should be able to add them too. Or you can add, BLS, Chaos Emperor, yada yada. A pretty good card overall with just that alone, but then they gave it a graveyard effect too, because why not? You can banish this card from your graveyard and target one of your banished light or dark monsters that cannot be normal summoned or set. Place that monster on the bottom of the deck, then draw one card. So we got recursion on top of searching. This card is stupid, and it's going to be a key central point moving on for Chaos decks. I don't know if Chaos decks are going to be relevant moving on after Toon Chaos, but they are definitely going to be a whole lot more interesting. It's kind of funny, too, because I was thinking the other day, I want to try Chaos Dragons again. I missed that deck. I remember when that was the top dog deck when I first started. Oh my god. That feels like forever ago. Then we got Eternal Chaos. Target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Send a light and dark monster from your deck to the graveyard, whose combined attack is equal to or lower than that monster's. Also, for the rest of this turn, after this card resolves, you can only activate one monster effect in the graveyard. You can only activate one Eternal Chaos per turn. I could have sworn when I first read this it was like level, but it's actually attack. Okay, so here's the thing. It relies too heavily on your opponent having a monster with the right attack stat, and that is not good. Your opponent's got to have, let's say you want to, send, freaking the Witch, so 1800, and you want to send Necrogardna, okay? So is she a light or, yeah, she's a light. So you want to send her and Necrogardna. Your opponent's got to have a monster that has 2400 attack or more in order to be able to do that. So that's a bit silly. I'm very mixed on Eternal Chaos, and I know people in general just have kind of quantified it as the worst of the cards, and yeah, that is totally... I feel like that's very valid. It can be good in certain niche applications, like if you give your opponent a Kaiju, or if you Nibiru them and they have a crap, a very, 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 very powerful token on the field because, well, you give them Nibiru. So that's another possibility as well. So there are some combos you can do with it, but again, it's very niche. So yeah, I don't see this card getting played very much at all, maybe. And then that's it for the Chaos stuff. There is also, we're getting the Immortal Phoenix, Gearfried, and Super Magic, sort of Raptinus. Nobody really cares about either one of those two. So let's go and talk about the Toons now. First and foremost, we got Toon Blackluster Soldier. I kind of wish that this guy had the same summoning conditions as regular old Blackluster Soldier, but, you know, just kind of fit the Chaos thing a bit more, but he does not. So Toon Blackluster Soldier, and actually it's probably because, now that I think about it, he's a Toon version of regular Blackluster Soldier, not Blackluster Soldier Envoy of the End, beginning. So that's something else to consider too. So level 8 warrior Toon monster, 3,000 attack, 2,500 defense. You know the standard stats of BLS. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must first be spell summoned from your hand by tributing Toon monsters from your hand or field whose levels equal 8 or more. While you control Toon rolled and your opponent doesn't have a Toon, this card can attack directly. Once per turn, if you control Toon rolled, you can target one card on the field, banish it, but this card cannot attack during the turn you activated this effect. I love it how it's kind of like a midway between regular BOS and BOS Envoy, because obviously it's got like an actual good effect compared to BOS regular, but it's not a ritual. It basically, if you think about it, it is, because you got to tribute Toons in order to summon it. And they got to have levels of 8 or more. So you are essentially ritual summoning it from your hand without having to use a ritual spell. I love that. And it also ties in with how easy it was to summon BOS Envoy. And then he's got basically BOS Envoy's banishing effect. This is an amazing new boss monster for Toons and everything. You can cheese him out by tributing like Blue Eyes Toon Dragon or something. So that makes it a bit easier. And due to some other cards in this set, Toons, I don't think they're going to be broken, but, they're going to be an actually, good casual deck now. Toons have always been one of those decks that just needed a couple more good cards, most notably some good monsters, because they do have some good spells and traps, but they've always lacked in the monster department. So the fact that we got 2 really good monsters in here, and then some really good spells and traps, I'm happy. Next up we got Toon Harpy Lady. I really wish that, you know, since we're getting uncensored Harpy Ladies, we could get uncensored Toon Harpy Lady, but hey, whatever. Whatever. Toon Harpy Lady, she's level 4 when Toon effect monster, 1,300 attack, 1,400 defense. Cannot attack the turn it is summoned. Oh, wow, that is something I've not seen on a Toon in forever. If you control Toon world, you can spell summon this card from your hand. Then, if you control another Toon monster, you can destroy one spell or trap card your opponent controls. You can only use this effect of Toon Harpy Lady once per turn. While you control Toon world and your opponent doesn't have a Toon, she can attack directly. So, this is a really interesting take on Toons. It's basically a Gen 1 Toon where, it can't attack on summon, and it can just summon itself for free if you have a Toon rolled out, kind of like with Toon Mermaid and stuff. So the fact that they did that, but then also boosted it by giving you more effects, like being able to pop back row, which is a reference to how Harpies have become very, very much a back row hate archetype. This is a really cool card overall. I really, really like it. It gives Toons another good level 4, which they really only had 2 of, arguably 3 with Toon Mermaid, which not every build of Toons played, even though I don't see any reason not to play Toon Mermaid, other than the fact that if you don't have Toon World, you can't summon her, but she's a free special summon that you can use for Link, XCs, or Tribute Fodder, whatever the hell you want. So the fact that they got another good at level 4 that's also back row removal, which is something the deck needed, is really awesome. Moving on down here, we got Toon Bookmark. It's a normal spell. Add 1 Toon rolled, or 1 card that specifically lists Toon rolled in its text from your deck to your hand, except a copy of Toon Bookmark. If Toon rolled you control would be destroyed by card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. This here is like my favorite card out of here for Toons. For one thing, I love the artwork. It's hilarious. Secondly, this card, with this card, Toons have effectively 6 searchers, okay? I've been messing around with it, and Toons effectively have 6 searchers now, because you have Toon Table of Contents, which can search out any Toon card and not be a once per turn, so you got that. And then you got Bookmark, which can search out any Toon card so long as it lists Toon World, and they all do! This is so good. The fact that the deck has... Actually, it doesn't even have 6. It's got 9 searchers now. Okay, so we're going to get to Toon Page Turn here shortly. But this is really good, having Toon Table of Contents and Toon Bookmark. It's really, really wonderful. Don't take this build for heart, by the way. This is a rudimentary build, like 100% sure. Okay, so the fact that this does that alone is really good, and it especially makes it really good because now Comic Hand and Mimicat are both searchable because they were Toon cards, but not Toon cards in the sense that they did not have Toon in the name. They still mentioned Toon World in the text, though, so now they are searchable with that. And Mimicat is like one of the like cards that can like auto win you the game in Toons, because that card lets you literally steal any card your opponent has in the graveyard. So yeah, this is really good, and it protects Toon World on top of it. Like, oh my god. The only thing is Cosmic Cyclone, I think, is the right one. The one that banishes is kind of running around now thanks to Eldritch, and so this does not protect Toon World from that, so that sucks, but oh well, this is great. I love it. Moving on down here, I think that's it for the Toon cards, at least on this one, because there's one more card, and that's Toon Page Turn. Toon YGO Organization. YGO Organization has actually decided not to translate the name because they're not sure how it will be translated. The freaking Ygopro decided to go ahead and say, we're just going to call it Page Turn. So I'm going to go with that. Toon Page Turn is a quick play spell card. If you control Toon World, reveal 3 Toon monsters with different names from your deck. Your opponent randomly chooses one for you to special summon, ignoring its summoning conditions. Also, shuffle the rest into your deck. You can only activate one of this card's name per turn. So, basically, I can activate this, reveal Toon Blue Eyes, reveal Toon Black Luscious Soldier, and reveal Toon Dark Magician. Your opponent picks one, it gets summoned, the others go back to the deck. Okay, so best case scenario for the opponent, they get a vanilla 3k beater that hurts me whenever it pings my opponent for 3,000 attack, okay? Or they get a Black Luscious Soldier that can banish their stuff, or they get my Toon Dark Magician that I get to search out anything and also special summon dudes. This is really, really good. It's basically going to become the best way to cheese out the big guys from here on out. Also, of course, Red Eyes Toon Dragon if need be. He kind of is like one of the most integral cards in the deck. I feel like Toon Dark Magician Girl is still going to be very helpful. And Toon Cyber Dragon, I'm very iffy on, if I'm going to be 100% honest. But still, really good card here. Very, very, very good. I feel like that this, between this, Bookmark and Table of Contents, the deck is going to be hyper consistent. Like, that's my experience from playtesting it here. Like, it is so hyper consistent. Okay, I say that and then I open a garbage can. Let's try that again. Yeah, there we go. So, like, holy crap, I love it. And I normally just do that. And, by the way, I love this test hand feature on Ygopro. It's, or Ygopro, I suppose is what they call it, which is just, it's awesome. I love it. Just get out some stuff and be able to just test some hands real quick. And then, boom, you can have an Xyz. I haven't updated the extract on here, by the way, so I pretty much just threw this together. Yeah, and then see what I mean? 2 out of 3 hands, I opened at least one searcher. I was playtesting this earlier, and oh my god, I kept opening Bookmark and Table of Contents, and that is... See what I mean? Table of Contents and Bookmark. And then Dark Magic Veil to cheese out freaking Toon Dark Magician. It's wonderful. So, yeah, that is a... I feel like the Toons, if nothing else, are going to become hyper consistent thanks to these, because with like Toon Table of Contents and Bookmark, you can get anything you want in your deck, and you can do all sorts of deck thinning, and it's just going to get really, really stupid really, really fast, I feel. That's just my opinion, though. I know that like some others will probably say that no, Toons are still garbage, and to be fair, Toons are. But however, I feel like that they are going to become a lot better. Like, a lot better with this deck. Because now you got... I mean, heck, if you want to think about it, you really got, what, 12 searchers? Because Toon Dark Magician is another searcher for the deck, which is really wonderful. And then... Toon Mass Sorcerer is a draw card. So I feel like that this deck is going to get very, 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 very stupid very easy. So I love it. I love it. Let's see, who did I get? Oh, wow, see? Look at that. Boom. And then something to negate special summons. There we go. First turn. So yeah, that's just again, that's probably a bad example, and I'm sure somebody who's better at deck building than me is going to find something better. This is just a rudimentary build I threw together after seeing this stuff. I have not touched Chaos yet. I feel like I have to devote more time into that than Toons. But anyway, so moving on, we got Immortal Phoenix Gearfried coming out. I don't know if you guys heard, but I've heard through the grapevine that the Phoenix Gearfried structure deck that was like a remake of that old one did garbage in Japan. Granted, it came out like right as the current epidemic started out, so that might have been a compelling factor of it, but it's also not a particularly good structure deck. So Konami decided not even to give it to us, and instead they're going to put the cards here in the in Toon Chaos. And actually, not even all the cards, just the two like important ones. I feel like we're still missing a few. And we also got Code Generator in here, which is pretty cool. Something that I've been like really wanting for a long time. With this, Cybers can now be like a really like Code Talker, especially I should say, is going to become really, really good and more affordable too, because they freaking reprinted the game promos in this set, which it's good. I just wish I would have personally had the foresight not to go out and get any. Why did they reprint Lithosasm? Is he back off the ban list? I forget. Oh my god, he is. I forgot he got unbanned. Oh wow, they reprinted the Shonen Jump BOS too. That's the. Oh wow, they reprinted both of them. That's pretty cool. I don't see either one of them getting played, but I'm going to mess around with them because I love them way too much. And I love BOS so way too much in general. So this is a pretty good reprint list. Obviously, they reprinted Fluffle Sabretooth for a few reasons. For one thing, he's going to be pretty expensive. At least he was getting up there. And on top of that, Fluffles are getting more support in August-ish. I think, depending on when we get Rise of the Duelist. So nice seeing him get a reprint in here. The 5 Masked Heroes who haven't had a reprint in forever, it's nice seeing them all get reprinted. I really, really wish they would have just did Acid. I'm going to stop that because that sounds bad. Reprinted Acid and Diane because they really needed it more than the others, because who plays Steam, Goka, and Blast, I think is his name. These 3 don't get played. You play Divine Wind if you want to play a Wind Masked Hero. He's much, much better. Seeing Sandalphon in here is really weird. Sandalphon, I mean, that's a weird reprint. This is a small set too, so I don't know. I'm hoping that maybe it's not going to be a pain in the butt to pull anything, but knowing Konami, I don't know. Oh wow, the Curse of Dragon even. Why? Okay, no, I know why he's in here because of the upcoming like stuff in the Rise of Duel stuff. But they've reprinted the movie pack so much, he's not hard to get at all. That's not necessary. Is this an all foil set? Because getting a Envoy Knight dude reprinted in Holo would be nice. God, why did they not reprint the BOS Ritual Monster? Not the bad one, but the Super Soldier, because that would have been a nice spot to reprint it in here, because they reprinted all the other BOSs, except for the original. So yeah. And then they have links down below to everybody who got to be special and show off the new stuff. I'm not big enough to be noticed by Konami. Or by anybody. I just depressed myself. Anyways, guys, what do you guys think? I'm really excited. I'm trying to be, at least. As I said, it's hard to be whenever it comes down to the fact that, like, the cards I want are going to be hard to get, and I'm scared to go on eBay and see how much freaking Toon Kingdom is now. So yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. Have a great day. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. Please rate, comment, and subscribe down below. Share the video too. That would be wonderful. you know, everything, all that. Please consider being a channel member. It's only $1 a month to get some extra emotes and a nice little thing by your, oh my god, I forgot to cover Terror Toon. Okay, hang on, wait a second. Terror Toon, I forgot, I knew I was forgetting something. I am an idiot. Okay, so Terror Toon is a counter trap. When a spell, trap, or a monster effect is activated while you control a Toon world and a Toon monster or monsters, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it, and you can only activate 1 Terror Toon per turn. It's a freaking Infernity barrier for Toons, and I love it. You know, for a long while, Konami was giving Infernity barriers to every archetype out there, so it's nice to see that this is getting in here as well. Now for my ending spiel. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. Rate, comment, subscribe. Consider being a channel member and everything. It's only $1 a month and goes a long way to help me out. I don't remember everything else, so I'll let my end card speak for myself. Thank you. See y'all later. Peace out. Thank you all for watching the video. Have a great day. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. Rate, comment, and subscribe. And see y'all later.